of gases. Basically, condensation means conversion from liquid. When you have liquid and you want to convert into gases, that is known as evaporation. And the reverse of evaporation is known as condensation. That means conversion from gas to liquid is known as condensation. So now when we are converting a gas into a liquid, it can be done by two methods. That is when the pressure is increased and when the temperature is decreased. So either by increasing the pressure or by decreasing the temperature, we can change from gas to the liquid state, which is known as condensation, and it is the reversal or it is the opposite of evaporation. The first advantage or the first application of this condensation is in the production of dry ice. So basically, dry ice is actually the solid form of carbon dioxide. Now, as you all know, carbon dioxide is actually a gas. So when this gas, that is CO2, under high pressure and very low temperatures, that means when this carbon dioxide gas is applied on very high pressure, we apply a lot of pressure on this gas and temperature is reduced in we can say that up to minus 150 degrees Celsius, we can get a solid form of carbon dioxide, that is known as dry ice. So basically, dry ice is the solid form of carbon dioxide which is used to get when we apply very high pressure and when we decrease the temperature at very low. So when you change from gas to liquid, when you change from gas to solid, it resembles ice. So we can say that it is actually a dry ice, which is solid form of carbon dioxide. The main application of dry ice is as the coolant. Dry ice helps to keep the food fresh during the refrigeration. This was the concept of dry ice, which is actually the solid form of carbon dioxide, which we get by applying very high pressure and by applying very low temperatures. Now you must have seen that when you take a container made up of glass and when you put ice in it, so when you have any cold substance in any glass container, you have seen that water droplets appear on the outer side. Now when these water droplets appear on the outer side, so what is the basically reason behind it? Basically, when ice starts to melt, when ice gains heat from the atmosphere, with the atmosphere the ice particles try to gain heat. Now when the ice that is actually in solid state, they try to gain heat, they start to melt. That means they convert from solid to liquid. Now when they start to melt, they have gained the energy from the atmosphere. So when in the atmosphere there were water vapors. Now when these water vapors have given the energy to the ice, they now begin to form the liquid. That is why they convert from gas to liquid. And these water vapors start to appear on the outer side of the glass container. So that is why we can say that there is condensation of the water vapor because of the ice which has absorbed the heat. And that is why we can say that because of condensation of the water vapor, we get the water droplets on the outside of the glass container. This was the application of condensation of gases, and this was the application of dry ice. We can say that dry ice is basically a solid form of carbon dioxide, and when you convert solid CO2 and when you increase the temperature and decrease the pressure, that means the reversal. In the formation of dry ice, we have done increased pressure and decreased temperature, and in the reversal, we are increasing the temperature and decreasing the pressure. That means this solid will convert into gases. Now when it is directly converting from solid to gases, there is no liquid state. That means dry ice is the example of sublimation. Sublimation is the process in which solid converts into gas and gas into solid. There is no liquid state. Hence we can say that dry ice is an example of sublimation. This was the concept of condensation of gases.